first grade writers. So we've been working really hard on telling our stories. And today I'm going to talk to you about one way we can really bring our stories to life. So let's take a look at the story we've been working on together. Okay, so this story, right, is about our weekly meeting last week. So here's the story. We got on our Google Meet. Sasha's dog jumped in her lap. We all laughed. Boys and girls, I've been thinking about this story, and I realized that her characters aren't really doing anything. And this isn't very exciting, right? When this happened, it was much more exciting and many other things happened. So right now I feel like our characters are kind of stuck. They're not moving. They're not talking. That's kind of a problem. That's not how stories go. We've read lots of stories where the people are talking and moving, jumping and dancing around, right? So, boys and girls, here's what I wanted to show you today. We can unfreeze the people or characters in our story, right? Right now they're frozen. It made me think of Elsa right away, right? They're frozen, but we want to unfreeze them. We want to make our characters move. We want to make our characters talk. So let's think about how we can make our characters move, talk in our story. So let's go back to the story. Okay, so the first thing that happened is we got on our Google Meet. Now, let me think about this. Wait a minute. When we got on our Google Meet, people were doing something. They were moving, right? Everybody was waving to everybody else. And they were saying, hello, good morning, right? How you doing? Right? So we can definitely do that. So let me think about how that could sound. So we could say, we got on our Google Meet. As people got on, they waved to their friends and they gave greetings like hello and good morning to each other. That sounds much better, doesn't it, writers? If you think that sounds better, give me a thumbs up. Okay, good. I'm glad you think that sounds better. All right, so I want you to think about this now with the next part of our story, right? We had just started talking when Sasha's dog jumped in her lap. Okay. Well, remember, we need to try to unfreeze our characters. So, what are the two things we need to think about? We need to think about how our characters can move and how our characters can talk. So, think about what happened when Sasha's dog jumped in her lap. Oh, see, look, dog. Okay, did the dog just do this? Okay. What else happened? I remember the dog barked, woof, woof, right? And licked her face. Okay, and Sasha was like, ew, stop. Okay, so let's think about this, right? Try saying what just happened into your hand. Okay, all right, writers, I bet you said something like this. Sasha's dog jumped in her lap and barked, woof, woof. He licked her face. Sasha held up her hands and said, ew, stop. We all laughed because we thought it was so funny. I think Sasha was a bit embarrassed. All right, writers, do you think that sounds a lot better than what we have right now? I think so too. So today, when you're writing, you might be starting a brand new story, right? If you're doing that, you want to make sure that your characters move and your characters talk. Or maybe you want to go back to an old story because your story was kind of boring, like my story. And you're going to make it more exciting by adding in the movement and the talking. All right, writers, get to work. I can't wait to see all the movement and the talking in your story.